On the draw, opponent's on 6. We have 2 grasps, which we currently cannot cast, but since we have Price and Oath, I think we're okay. Hand is basically just a bunch of removal spells, so we'll see what happens. And our opponent has a Falcon Wrath Gorger, which is probably not good for us. Though now if we get 6, this should help. Oh, I was actually going to say please no Dragon Fodder. Because we have Oath. We have Oath of Liliana. Should I transgress them or price something? I feel like I have to transgress. This is so bad. Yeah, just brick. Sure. Sure. We're dead. We're very dead. Basically, I didn't want them to play the Militia Captain or some other 3-drop. Could have been nice to price the Gorger. They did hit a mountain off their habit. We're just getting ranched. Dragon Fodder without a Tarkus command is pretty odd. Well, if we draw Languish, we could still have a shot. Kind of surprised they played Abbott there without also playing Titan Strength. Would have expected to maybe see a dashed Zergo instead. So if I kill this Abbott, I'm just going to take 3 from a Titan Strength probably. Really what I need to do, though, is draw a Languish, and if that's the case, I should probably just kill the Zergo. And then I'd take 4 from a Titan Strength. So I'm just going to take all this. And Languish 1 time. Tilt. So I can block the Abbott. This game would probably be a lot different if I would have priced the Gorger on 2 and just threw away the Transgress, but I didn't know what kind of red deck we're dealing with here. This is actually going to put me to 1, which I guess is pretty bad because then I can't even draw Languish. And they had the hammer anyway. Alright. Well, we did not prepare for this matchup. Kalidas is legit. Deadweight. Price. Linvala. Obs can get out. Probably don't have time to cast Read the Bones. Transgress seems like it just misses. Maybe I want the 3rd Duress. Liliana just seems like busted in this matchup. So what should I play? I guess I could cut a land maybe, but if I'm trying to get to 6, that seems silly. It has to be like these Anguished Unmakings. I guess like Moonlight's not bad against Dragon Fodder. So we can cut a Ruinous Path too, although maybe Ruinous Path is better than Oath. Oath making a zombie is pretty nice though. So, did not explicitly, you know, try and come prepared for this matchup or whatever, but we have some stuff. And yeah, the hand's not bad. Oh yeah, this, the Glory Chaser. How much damage is that thing going to deal me if I let it actually connect? Probably a decent amount. Much like the Gorger last game. I think it's better to use Deadweight now, hold on to the Grasp for either Titan Strength or a dash creature. So if they just attack, I'd be fine with grasping. We'll see what else happens though. Abbott, maybe hit a land, maybe not. Dragon Fodder, dope. Now maybe I just take the 2 for 1. Even draw swamp, so I don't have to take a damage. Love it. Would hope to get more out of my Languishes than that, but still not bad. Yeah, Thunderbreak Region does not surprise me. Could play Gideon and either make an emblem or just tick up, and then they would need a burn spell to finish it off. If I make an emblem and then they play a creature, I'd be pretty happy about that. Otherwise, I could just grasp the Thunderbreak Region, but I think I'm pretty good just to make an emblem. Would have been sweet if I had Oath of Liliana. Whew. Just so sick. Yeah, hopefully they play a creature. They might not because of Languish, though. Oh, 2 creatures even. All right, Linvala, do some work. 10 power, 5 extra life, 6 mana, just hell of a card. You can't really go big with Thunderbreak Regent against a Linvala deck, I don't think. Oh, what the hell is this? Titan Strength? So I definitely don't want to put the 4/4 on the Thunderbreak Regent. Yeah, this is a more than fine trade. Good blocks, played around their stuff. Now we have a Languish that we can't really use. We could potentially try and race, but I don't know. Not really about that life. But we also don't have a ton of actual threats in our deck. But this at least encourages our opponent to overcommit, and then we can maybe get a bunch of value out of the Languish. And obviously if we draw Liliana, it just starts going to town, so. Could just kill a bunch of stuff. Could get back our Linvala. Just do whatever. This is going to get hammered, I'm betting. Yep, okay. Well, I could ruin his path, make a 4/4, or I could just Languish. I'm being incredibly passive, I think. But if I make a 4/4, I think I'm just going to have to Languish at some point anyway. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Now we can race. I think we've cleared out most of their action, and we still have 2 removal spells. And well, Thunderbreak's kind of annoying. Feel like Grasp is just worse than Ultimate Price here. Yeah, I guess my comment about the Ruinous Path language thing is kind of irrelevant since it makes it a 5/5. I was just kind of thinking in terms of the angel still. Yeah, we got some beaters now. What's up? Just dragon basically on chump block duty, but we'll just clear the way and kill our opponent instead. Alright, we'll get to play game 3 at least. Do we want to change anything based on the fact that our opponent has dragons? I don't really think so. I think everything else still applies. Possible we maybe want to cut a Gideon, but I don't really want to cut a Gideon for like a Ruinous Path. Maybe I have to though. Just have another somewhat early removal spell. Could potentially cut a land, but trying to hit our 6th mana for Linvala and Sorin, so it doesn't seem like a great idea. This hand's decent. Hopefully we don't die by the time we get to Languish. Might end up having to cycle this Moonlight, but I think that's alright. Gorger on 1 is not ideal. Do I want the Duress? I think I do. Flow, Defiance, Titan Strength. So we're basically just all in on this one creature. Defiance is 4 to creature, 3 to player, yes. Yep. So these cards are basically all doing the same thing. Like they're all dealing me 3 damage. So I guess I take the Titan Strength. Because it lets him scry, it's cheaper. All these 3 damage removal spells, and I have a Cletus, although the other one does 4 to a creature, so. Actually does have a reasonable answer. My opponent forgot to attack, it looks like. I'll just cycle this Moonlight. Now I'm 4-drop flooded. Just jamming the Titan Strength. Respect, respect. Don't want to jam Kalitas in face of Flow, so just make a 2/2. I feel like I'm doing all right here. I feel like they need a bunch of creatures to actually get me. Yep, fine with me. Now, play Kalitas or play other Gideon? I think other Gideon. And they're sitting on another Defiance, that's fine. And kill my Gideon again if they want. You can gain 5 life, play 5/5 Linvala, and follow it up with Kalitas, and that should be good enough. If they do something like play Thunderbreak, we can just cleanly Languish. Another Defiance is not surprising. I think we just play Linvala. Don't necessarily need the 3/3 because 5th toughness is big game. I was going to say I probably block this Gorger. But now I might not. Because their removal is all sorceries. So yeah, they can't really finish off 5/5. And Ruinous Pathing and Glory Chaser is not ideal, but we get a free zombie out of the deal. Abbots, they're still fighting. Get a free Glory Chaser. Looks like they're out of Defiances. So they have Volcanic Hammer, Incendiary Flow, whatever it's called. What are you going to do? Kill the zombie? Attack with all this stuff. You have to block, which is excellent for me. And dead. Mono red, not quite there yet.